Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm locked in here. Nobody can get in. I'm totally safe. I'm as safe as probably anyone is in the world right now. I'm just gonna share some of my anxiety as I'm sleeping here by myself. So here we are. Here's the entrance to the bunker. We've got the steps here. There's the blast door down there. Up until this point, I have stayed in hotels. Oh, you can feel that temperature change right when you hit right that midpoint. It's nice and cool down here. All right. So again, this is an unrenovated area. Basically looks like a warehouse. We're gonna turn it into a livable space. Over here we have a dehumidifier going. I turned these lights off so we're not wasting electricity. So here's where I'm going to be staying tonight. Again, first night in the bunker. We just set this bed up here in the middle of the room because we wanted it to be right by a dehumidifier so that we made sure that there's nothing getting moist or damp down here. And that's one of the big challenges of a bunker, is that you have to be fighting moisture all the time. So anyway, we've got these dehumidifiers running right now 24/7 because we're trying to get as much moisture. All of these walls are concrete. We're trying to get as much moisture out of them as possible so they're dry. Same thing with the floors, concrete. I think there's about 2 feet of steel reinforced concrete on all sides. So these are doing their job, trying to get the moisture out of them. To me, I just see so much potential here. So much potential to do so much. I'll give you guys a tour at some point soon, and we'll talk more about our plans. This is gonna be a DIY project. We're gonna do a lot of this stuff ourselves. There's our escape hatch. I think it'd be super quiet here if it weren't for this dehumidifier. I think this is a GE. I mean, obviously it says GE right there. It has been running pretty much non-stop for the last several weeks to get the moisture out. Doing a good job. I'm surprised, for continuous kind of work like that. Anyway, I'm excited. First night in the bunker. All right, so first 24 hours in the bunker. I'm about to go to sleep. I locked the blast doors. It was a little bit disconcerting to close those blast doors, but I think because the space is so large, as you can tell because of the echo, we don't have any sound dampeners up. We don't have any of our renovations done. So it's basically just this big, huge, wide open area. If this was a smaller space, it'd be a little bit stranger to close those blast doors. The blast doors are extremely heavy. I just ran into one with my shoulder. It wasn't even moving or anything, and it hurt my shoulder just running into it. Right now, the sun's setting, but you wouldn't know, right? And hopefully it won't be too weird sleeping in a bunker tonight, but we'll see. I'll report on it tomorrow. All right, so I was gonna sleep without a blanket. I was gonna try to sleep without a blanket. I usually sleep with something like a sheet, even if it's hot. I like to sleep with a sheet. It's probably a comfort thing. So first of all, I want to preface this with, I have a very overactive imagination. I always have since I was a little kid, which is why I can never, ever, ever watch horror films because they just freak me out. So share some of my anxiety as I'm sleeping here by myself. Big open space, and I feel like it's less the fact that I'm in a bunker and more the fact that I'm in this big open echoey kind of space. I'm not used to having that much space. You're used to like a bedroom being kind of small and enclosed, and I think there's some comfort to that. And I think also there's some comfort to having blankets. So I went and I went through our stuff and I got some blankets, and I'm gonna try to get back to sleep again. You know, as my imagination goes wild, I start to think about, okay, yeah, you know what? I'm locked in here. Nobody can get in. I'm totally safe. I'm as safe as probably anyone is in the world right now. You know, my mind thinks unless somebody is in here with you, then you're locked in here with them. Now, I've been here all day, and there's obviously no one here. But those are kind of the thoughts that you're thinking of as you're trying to sleep. And so it's disrupting my sleep a little bit, me trying to get to sleep. I'm thinking the blankets are gonna help, you know, I'll get kind of wrapped up and be able to fall asleep. Hopefully I don't wake up and have issues getting back to sleep, which happens sometimes for me. I'm hoping just to kind of sleep until morning and then get up and go kind of thing. Anyway, we'll see how the blankets and see if those help. I'm just going through the emotions, sharing with you some of the emotions of what it's like to sleep in a bunker. And I think if it was finished, I think if it was renovated, I wouldn't have these tiny little anxieties that just kind of disturb my sleep. My sleep is easily disturbed though. So go to bed, take 2. Hope that's helpful. See you guys tomorrow morning. So, first night in the bunker went pretty well. I had a little bit of anxiety last night, as I shared with you earlier. You know, I'm in a new space. It's really big. I'm not used to it, and you know, your mind just starts going in weird directions and starts thinking of things, and so. That started happening to me. So what I did was I pulled out my phone, I did a little bit of reading, I got blankets, that helped a ton. I slept really, really well. I was out. I mean, I did wake up a little bit during the night, but for the most part, but I got right back to sleep, and for the most part, I slept really well. It's around 6 a.m. now, which is normally when I would wake up, so I feel ready to take on the day. I got a lot of things going on today. I'm gonna do a little bit of running back and forth. Hopefully we're gonna get internet today. So I'm excited about that, internet, yeah. So that's the big project for today, internet, and do a little bit of shopping. Since I've been here for the last, it's been over 12 hours, or around 12 hours, I'm realizing there are certain things we're gonna need. So I got to go shopping and get a few things. My night went really well. I slept really well. So anxiety was gone. You know, once you're asleep, all the anxiety goes away. Even when I woke up, I wasn't feeling any anxiety at all. So, I think I'll get used to this pretty quickly.